Hey Lovey, welcome to your reading. I'm just gonna clear the area. Call upon truth, clarity, and all that is holy. I call upon divine truth, clarity, and all that is holy. So let's see what this message is for you right now. I clear my mind and my heart and I allow Spirit to speak through me to deliver this message of divine clarity for you. Let's see. Top one, Spirit says top. Page of Swords reversed. I'm sensing right now that I'm speaking to somebody that has dodged a conflict in the recent past. This could be this week. This could be yesterday. It's just recently there was somebody that came up against you and somebody that was trying to manipulate the situation, but your intuition told you differently. Your intuition told you, I am not going to react to this. Even though I know that I am not wrong, I'm not going to react in the way that I want to. I'm not going to give a reaction of like, you know what, this is, speaking against my character. You think of me in a certain way. This isn't right. This is not who I am. Instead, you said, you know what? I looked down, I saw 144, and I looked down, I also saw 123. So what this tells me is that you're like, you know what? I am going to win this battle in the spirit. Okay? I'm going to win this battle in the spirit. I'm going to let you believe that you got me. But the truth is that my silence is deadly. Annie, my silence is dead. Okay? With the Nine of Cups, you're going to be rewarded for this behavior because you have dodged a conflict and because you have honestly walked in integrity and followed your intuition. Okay, I'm speaking to a collective that is trying to heighten their connection with the divine, trying to heighten their connection with their spirit guides. And with the Nine of Cups, you are going to be coming up on some real emotional fulfillment. Now this could be coming up in ways this week of feeling like you're dealing with the same problems in the 3D, but you're just emotionally not reacting in the same way. Let's see what this is. The Queen of Swords upright and the Hangman reverse. What I'm really sensing right now is that in taking the high road in this recent conflict, you have adopted a characteristic of what it feels like to be a natural leader. Okay, you are ruling fairly, and you might be pleasantly surprised this week with the Hangman in reverse. This person that came up against you, these people that came up against you, are going to get theirs. 333 on the clock. Hecate may be calling you. I know Hecate, Lilith has been calling me specifically. And what that means is that you step into your power. You are unapologetically yourself. And you also follow your intuition. With the Hanged Man in reversed, this is telling me that you are also at a crossroads, okay? Especially with Hecate. You are at a crossroads. And what the message Hecate wants you to know is that there is no other way for you to live your life right now other than getting out of your current situation. Now, if you're looking for a confirmation, whether to stay with the chaos that you know or leave in a leap of faith, this is your confirmation right now to leave. It is time for you to leave. The places that you are at in your life are no longer serving you. And this conflict that you made this week was the final phase. I don't like to say tests, but I want to say like the final moon phase before moving on. So right now you're in a window of opportunity where you will be able to move swiftly, but you must follow your intuition. With the hangman in reversed, what this is telling me is that you are doubting your intuition. You are trying to make excuses for the truth that you know. You know that the people around you are not feeding your soul. You know that you deserve more emotionally. You know that you have been seen as the bad guy for far too long. You know that you deserve to be living abundantly. So right now you are being called to exit your lack mindset, exit your poverty mindset. There has been many situations in your life, and because this is a general reading, take it as you will. You can go to my Etsy shop if you would like a more personal reading. But let me just say that you are being called to believe that you are capable of making adult decisions, especially with Lilith coming forward. In the folklore of the Jewish faith, Lilith, oh my God, Lilith was believed to have been Adam's first wife, and they were made from the same mud, supposedly, and she refused to be subservient to him. So she chose to leave. And people have villainized this because people villainize women because society has told women time and time and time again that they are lesser, which is a fallacy, which is a lie, which is just a brutal, cold-hearted lie. And so Lilith has been demeaned for choosing her power, right? She was demeaned for saying, you know what, I'm not going to serve you the rest of my life. We were made from the same mud on the same day during the same time. I deserve as much as the right as you do. And she was looked down upon for that. So what I am trying to tell you is that no matter what people may say, think, or feel towards you, it's none of your business. Not that it's none of your business in the way where, like, you have to shame yourself, 7:07 on the clock, but it's just that you get to dictate your life today, okay? So there's no more of this, should I go, should I stay, this tiptoeing around. Don't need to do that anymore. You need to authentically call yourself in, slowly but surely. Authentically call yourself in, but Time's a Wasting by Erykah Badu just hit my consciousness. So yes, pull yourself in slowly but surely, baby steps, but also know, beloved, that you are being called right now to make your decision and do so confidently. You go back and forth on whether or not you should hold space for yourself and do the scary thing, which is leave and take a leap of faith. And the truth is, because you have been so conditioned to chaos, and the chaos that you are in right now is at least familiar for you, so you are afraid to step out and leave. 8:08 on the clock. But you are being called to right now to please, from the bottom of my heart, choose yourself. I can't make you do it. Nobody can make you do it. But this is your opportunity, okay? Be open to this opportunity. What else do I have to say in this message? Wow. The Hermit, the Magician, and the Four of Pentacles, and the Five of Swords. So what this is telling me right now is, amongst this conflict, right, you are being called to, with the Hermit card, to come in with yourself, to yourself, some introspection. But you must acknowledge your power, because I'm speaking to a very, very, very powerful being. With the Magician, I'm speaking to an alchemist, okay? I don't know why backwards the rose turned into a heart and looked like I love. So what I'm trying to say right now is, maybe you need to speak I am affirmations in love wholeheartedly over yourself. Okay, because you need to cultivate that love. 919 on the clock. With the Four of Pentacles in reversed, what this is telling me is that you are very generous with your money. You are very generous with your time. You are very generous with your effort. And not another dime is what I heard. Not another dime, not another second, not another minute. Because every time you are generous with your time, when it comes to finances, with your energy, people blame you, people come for you, because the truth is your energy is being siphoned. All right. There's so many people in our society that hate us so much because of the blessing that we are. And it's not that we are superior, but it's that I'm saying we because I'm included, we're in this together. We are people who, despite all that we have been through, choose to hold on to faith, love, and hope. And that mind boggles the person that has chosen to hold on to bitterness, unforgiveness, and jealousy and envy. And we probably are both had similar experiences in life, but it's what we chose to do with it. And because we have this light spirit, because you have this light spirit of love and hope, despite the conflict, despite I heard molestation, despite the abuse, despite being a single parent, despite not having enough money to pay the bills all the time, despite not being loved by your family or having a no contact for somebody, there's a no contact for somebody, regardless, you have chosen to have love and hope. And what a blessing you are for that. Because that is the divine within you, 1118, I saw. So right now you are being called to really think about how you want to manifest your life. Be frugal with your energy, because every time that you are over giving and give to everybody else but yourself, you are going to set yourself up for failure. 11:44 on the clock. So I'm speaking to a light worker collective. I'm speaking to people that when they walk into a room, they can transmute the energy. Okay. And that's why I'm telling you, people are siphoning your gifts, because what they are doing is that I'm seeing like a high boss man using you, who's, a little bit over here, to do all of the energy work in the field, to do all the customer service, for example, to play nice, to submit things correctly, to submit things beautifully. And then he takes 80% of that paycheck, right? And you're left with 20, and you're needing more, but you're getting by the best that you have ever gotten by. So I guess it has never, it's never going to get better than this. And that is a fallacy. You never thought it could get this good financially. So why can it not get this good energetically, love-wise, all of it? You hold the key, okay? So be quiet with yourself, meditate, journal. Two-way prayer might be something that's beautiful for you. Two-way prayer looks like you writing to God and then responding to what you think God is saying to you. You don't have to do it perfectly, but it is a beautiful way at learning how to connect with the divine within you, learning how to move with your intuition. Okay, and then I'm gonna see this advice card. So the Five of Wands in reverse, what this is telling me is that despite the conflict that you are experiencing in the 3D, you are protected. Nothing will touch you. Nothing will touch you. No weapon formed against you shall prosper. No weapon formed against me shall prosper. Because we are the children of the divine. Again, the chosen are people who choose to be better people, the best that they can be. And so I'm not sure if I want to do a future perspective on this reading, because I think that I want to leave it up to you. Yep, I want to leave it up to you. I got covered in goosebumps. To create your own reality. Okay, so time is fluid, and we are magical beings, so we can alter things, especially as people who are alchemists, who are magicians. I saw 14:14 on the clock. So what comes up is opening my mind. I allow myself to see beyond my beliefs and ideas. Maybe repeat that to yourself. You can write that down. I allow myself to see beyond my beliefs and ideas. Asking for angelic support. I'm covered in goosebumps. My angels respond when I am open and authentic about how I feel. So that's another thing that's important. What I heard from Spirit is we want to hear you and all of you. You don't have to come forward and bash yourself and say, I am so worthless and you are so worthy and I need your help, and think that you can't come to God or to Spirit or to angels as you are. And that is the devil. That belief is the devil, if that makes sense. You are just beautiful the way that you are. You are perfectly made. And your flaws don't need to be hidden. You don't need to paint God to be in a certain way, even when you're doing this two-way prayer, right? You don't need to like try to think that God's not going to be accepting of maybe your sex life or your marriage or your finances or your walk away from spirituality or whatever it may be. God is not shame. Okay, that's the point. God is not shame. So speak to your angels and speak to God. I like my spirit guides cuss. Okay, they speak to me in the way that I can understand. They speak my language because they love me. So that's the point. I think that's the point of that. And I'm gonna pull one more. Expanding inner power. I am my most powerful when my creativity is given a voice. So yeah, be creative. There's no right or wrong way to do this, okay? So you don't have to do everything so perfect. This is for somebody. You don't have to do everything so perfect. If doubt and fear crosses up, just say, you know what? No, thank you. Bye. Don't need that. I don't need that. I don't need that right now. There's a time. The First Corinthians came forward for me right now. It's a certain verse. I don't know the exact verse, but it says like there is a time to cry, there is a time to laugh, there's a time for joy, there's a time for sadness. So what I'm trying to tell you is that yes, maybe in the future your fears and your doubts may serve beautifully for you and protect you from something. I know my fear of drinking again and going back into active addiction is a healthy fear. But right now, what you're being called to, 7:07 on the clock, is right now is not the time to be in fear or doubt. So when it comes up, say, I'm sorry, this is not the time to be in that right now. 17:17. This is not the time for me to be in that right now. No, ma'am. No, ma'am. This is not the time. What it is the time for is for me to pour into myself, to believe that my creative endeavors are worth it, to believe that I am worth it, and to believe that I deserve more. So I am going to go out there and get it. All right. Good night.